have sound now? I do have sound, lovely. I wasn't gonna. This is only going to be like me testing the game, but there's a couple of viewers here, so I might as well continue. Let's have a look at. Oh, hang on, I've got to click the screen. We're playing Ren. There's Miu, which I guess isn't dead. The camera obscura hat. Oh, it's literally that. Oh, do we just get to do that for free? Oh, I see. And the blue ones you'd have to pay for. This is a silly place. Fair enough, that makes sense. Cool. I don't like Kay didn't really stand out enough for me to be like, oh yeah, that's what Kay wore. But yeah. Let's continue playing. Ren Hojo, the author who sent Hisoka to find the photographs, takes a closer look at the album. One photo catches his eye and he decides to investigate further. Goes to the inn with the camera obscura and Rui, his assistant. We want to play on normal. Confirm. And... oh yeah, that's another thing I wanted to look up. So we appear to be able to keep stuff. So I don't really want to spend any points. But like, it'd be nice to... yeah, I can imagine there'll be times where I really do want to spend points, but later on in the game. Let's start the episode. Third drop, Postmortem photography, Ren Hojo. Ren Hojo, a writer, is haunted by a recurring dream in which he kills a young girl during a ritual. He receives an album of postmortem photographs located on his request by Hisoka. Upon viewing one of the photos, Ren recognizes the very scene from his dreams. Eager to delve further into this puzzling mystery, Ren heads to an abandoned inn in person this time, bringing along his assistant Rui Kagamiya. Photograph disappeared. Sorry, I used an expression then. No expression was...
will you die with me?
No, I've got plans.
Huh? She's beautiful, but she looks sad too.
Yeah.
You just described like all the women in these
Isn't
games.
she the type of woman that you get nervous around?
Yeah. There may be more of this stuff out there.
Shall I call Hisoka?
No, let's go there ourselves. It'll be quicker that way.
At this hour?
It won't take long.
So then, shouldn't you take the camera obscura? You haven't used it yet. This could be your chance. People say there's something off about that place.
Okay.
My camera obscura is on the desk. Hisoka sent it back after replacing it for me. I should take the shadow reading report with me too. Could come in handy. Rui's always complaining about me leaving things on the sofa and saying so far so good. You know, I want to actually go to the menu a minute. For that. Settings. There's something I remember it saying. Not this. This is all fine. Yeah, I want to show the view. Yeah. I think I want to show the view. I won't be able to tell right now. We'll grab this. Lens camera obscure. Got the measure upgrade. It displays the current health of the locked on enemy. Unfinished manuscript on the desk. In case you wanted to see me do talking for 40 minutes. Doesn't yet have a title. I'll need more materials to solidify the theme. Memorial portraiture. An act of photographing dead bodies. It was a practice in Western countries in the 19th century, a time when photography was still a rare and expensive luxury. The bodies of recently deceased family members and loved ones were photographed in lifelike poses as solemn as keepsakes of remembrance. While researching the phenomenon, I discovered that a similar custom made its way to Japan as well. Known as postmortem photographs, and a small number of these photos still remain. I have been fortunate enough to obtain one such photograph, it's just photographs of dead people, which I found to contain a certain beauty lacking in Western counterparts. It's time to get a jab in. Your dead photographs are rubbish compared to our dead people photographs. When photography first arrived in Japan, it was accustomed by the prevalent superstition that photographs could steal a person's soul. Whether anyone truly believed this or not, it gave postmortem photography a special significance in Japan. If photos were taken with this belief in mind, the postmortem photographs would not simply have been taken as keepsakes or for mourning purposes. Rather, the practice may have carried a certain deeper spiritual significance. Have we got a letter as well? To Rin Hojo, the camera you left me to look at is a device known as the camera obscura. Its purpose is to capture images of supernatural things invisible to the naked eye. These cameras are incredibly rare, with an almost mythical status in antiques markets. A few have been known to exist, and this is the first I've seen with the compound lenses. I don't mean to frighten you, but rumour holds that to own a camera obscura is to invite misfortune. Beg your pardon, John. To own a camera obscura. They say everyone who's owned one has either died, lost their mind, or gone missing. The cameras themselves have outlived many other owners. While some aficionados do seek them out, the stories of the previous owners meeting with such misfortune has an impact on their values antiques. Yeah, I imagine. This bomb keeps killing people. Put the price down. My camera obscura was left to a local family after its previous owner passed away. They graciously gave it to me. I believe yours is still usable, but please exercise caution in doing so. Sincerely, Ahsoka Kurosawa. P.S. On the cover of your camera obscura is broken, but it seems the original had a box shape. I doubt you'd sell it to me, but I would like to borrow it for a while. If you don't mind, I'm happy to compensate. Please think it over. And there's a shadow reading report. Oh god, the notes. So many notes. It may have information that I could use. Who knows when I might need it. Series of port. Oh yeah, I've read this on the other side. Okay, let's... Okay. Let's not put a book about Monte Carlo. It's really been turning up again and might be on one of the shelves. I came across this book while researching Mount Carmel. It's a big ass hill. I don't think the story has anything to do with what's going on right now, the Maiden Slayer, but you never know. Mount Carmel has been steeped in legends revolving around suicide and ghosts, revered as a sacred place since the time immemorial. It was once the worshipping ground and home of many shrine maidens. Once there was a man who fell in love with a maiden and came to the mountain in order to court her. However, she remained loyal to her duties and refused his advances. Enraged, the man killed her, threw her into the river. Several days later, returned with a torch and a blade, and proceeded to brutally butcher all the shrine maidens on the mountain, tossing them into the river as he went. Oh, we saw that, didn't we? The waters of the mountain flowed red with blood, carrying the slaughtered corpses of the maidens all the way down to the pool of purification. It is said that the eyes of each of the shrine maidens had been gouged out, Just before the killing of the first maiden and tossing her into the river, the man's eyes met with those of his victim. Something in her eyes led him to the murder of the others, or so the legend goes. All the other maidens dead, he killed himself by cutting his own throat. The ghosts of the Shrine Maidens, still drenched in the bloodied waters, have appeared on the mountain ever since. It is said that those who meet their eyes are led to their deaths. They follow the women into the water and drown themselves. Though only a legend, the story is believed to be based on an actual incident. Local records show that the bodies of several Shrine Maidens were discovered long ago, and all the rituals and rites ceased to be performed from that day onwards. There we go. Don't know why I slowed down right at the end. Oh, we got a journal. He's got unmixed it. He's got bad feet. He's going to read it anyway. Mr. Hojo can't clean up after himself. For somebody who's lived alone for so long, he's incapable of housework, can't cook, he's bad at tidying up, and more of his caretaker than his assistant. He loses things all the time. But whenever he doesn't have a book he needs, he blows up and usually ends up asking Ms. Kurosawa for help. One time, I was trying to sort all of his books. There was one I couldn't find anywhere. It just disappeared. Mrs. Kurosawa found it in a shadow reading. She went into the room on her own, then came back a little while later with the missing book. She just smiled and said something about making the invisible visible. What is this shadow reading business anyway? That reminds me of this one time. I was tidying up. This reminds me of this one time. I'm going to write this all down as well. I was tidying up and I came across something I'd never seen before. It was like Miss Kurosawa said, the invisible became visible. It was kept inside an old box, but I didn't even know what it was. I put it aside to sort out later, but I went to take a proper look. It vanished. It got invisible again.
It's almost sunset. We should hurry.
Yeah, let's go.
There we go. With the viewfinder. That's what I wanted. Cool. Oh, it doesn't turn. Oh, boo.
There's a local superstition warning people not to go up Mount Hikami after dusk. If you climb the mountain in the twilight hours, it'll show you a different form. Its true form. Only those who wish to die come here at that time. I think that's the inn where the album was found. This must be Ichiru Manor. So, do you think you'll be able to use the camera obscura? I think you should try it out first, just to be sure.
Okay.
Okay, multiple photos at once. Use the multi-shot function. Take 4 photos at once. Dealing more damage goes to the taking multiple photos at once helps get the fatal frame shots. After a multi-shot, camera obscura will take longer than usual to reload the film. Keep that in mind, multi-shots quickly use up a lot of film. Also, standard camera obscura lenses do not work with lens camera obscura. Oh, you were blinking for that last one. No, I'm good.
Is the camera working?
Well, you look like you, so yeah.
Is that a good thing?
We should go.
I hear the older part of this inn, the part that's further back inside, it was part of some temple or shrine.
After it became an inn, the proprietor's family lived here, but it doesn't look like anyone's been
There
here
was a
for
massive
while.
landslide that hit Mount Hikami. Maybe they were all buried under the rubble. Hey, it looks like the album you asked for was found in the old building.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
Okay, I don't know where I'm going. I'll check the map. Oh, that's why there's a 4. I get it. Yeah. These are all in use. Look at that. Okay, this is what we've won the points for, isn't it? God, these are expensive. But we can afford them. We'll just do just one. Photo of bride. These are all fine. Owner of the antique store, she has developed psychic abilities by learning from local elders by researching the subject. One of the locals gave her the camera obscura, which she now uses to look for missing objects and people. This is Ahsoka Kurosawa. She stopped Yuri from jumping and brought the orphan girl back to her shop. She feels for Yuri, but Ahsoka doesn't have the power she does. She can only sense ghosts and memories and not see them. She tells fortunes as a hobby. She has become quite popular with the young students who frequent her cafe. Coffee is renowned for its taste, and Ahsoka likes to say, sometimes a cup of coffee can make all the difference. Ren Hojo, writer known for basing his novels on real events. He is very thorough in his research. He also writes cheap pulp fiction under a pen name in between projects. He acts on intuition and has a laissez-faire attitude. He asked Ahsoka to find postmortem photographs for a new book he's writing. Ahsoka has helped him before to find other reference materials such as curios and books. Ren is haunted by the memories of killing a girl in the kind of ceremony by a recurring dream of a girl looking back at him. For this reason, he always felt uneasy around women, especially when they look him in the eye. Ren's living assistant recommended to him by his publisher. Once hired, Rui moved in and took charge of preparing reference materials for Ren's books, as well as other secretarial tasks. It was a relief for Ren, who finds such things tedious. Rui is well organised and well mannered, but will scold Ren if he gets too untidy. Rui is now taking over the house chores as well. Ren has started to rely on Rui so much that he'd be lost if he ever went back to living alone. There we go, that's more, but I'll read it later. Oh yeah, sorry, we're looking at the map, aren't we? Where do you want me to go? In here, because I'm definitely not down there then. I'll stay out of the water, but I suspect there'll be less emphasis on water with Ren. Oh no, you can just shadow read as well. Wonder if this uses the same powers Ahsoka uses for shadow reading. It's the drowned woman. Oh. Patch on the ducksman shop itself. It must have been the wind. Must have been the wind. Man in the shadows. But there's a bunch of people in the shadows. Bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 bum. Some film. Some hands waving in the dark. Hello, hands.
I don't think this is the way to the place Hisoka mentioned.
Go down there instead, then.
It should be around here.
More medicine. Stop being spooky. Very confused, Rui. Get out of the way. At least the ghost apologised. Sorry about that.
This must be the room where Hisoka found that album.
Yeah, it would seem so.
Man shrouded in darkness. No. What am I doing wrong? Crumpled old note's been materialised. It must be what the camera was reacting to. Oh yeah, I've got to be quick on the uptake. Messy note. How long has it been since I lost everything? The mountain swallowed up half my inn. All I have left is an old album of postmortem photographs, one left by my father. I don't even know what these photos are of, but it's the last vestige of family I have. How long have I spent here wallowing in darkness? It doesn't matter. I'll burn it all, and then there will only be me. I think I'll end up in the observation room on the roof. Sunset was lovely up there. Let's go to the roof then. Slightly jog. Cool. Put a button. I've been given a ghost cough.
According to the stories, after the landslide, the owner of the inn moved to the 3rd floor. They say he burned himself to death there, or that he threw himself into the lake.
Those are two different things.
Story.
Tell me about it.
I just did. I can see the water on the 1st floor, the gaps of the floor. I don't think I can get through here. Fair enough.
Since then, they say that if you look up at the 3rd floor veranda, you'll see someone looking back down.
Really?
I'm sorry.
I thought he said really, and so no, it's Ruri, it's the name. Keep using tab 14 then. Actually, just in case. The hatch. Let us return to the hatch. Let us lightly jog to where the hatch was. There's a crack there. Like one found in the whole building looks like it belonged to the innkeeper. Even before the landslide, there was always strange things going on around here. Some years ago, 2 girls went missing. On a college field trip, the police was stumped. A few days later, one of the girls turned up again, seemingly out of her mind. There were lots of theories, but most people believe they were simply spirited away. That girl came back each year to look for a friend, sort of like a pilgrimage. Countless people have gone missing over here over the years. We're all used to it by now. My father was spirited away too, as the folklorist Kaiji Watarai. I don't know how you pronounce that. Next, it'll be my turn, I bet. I'll vanish with the rest of them. I doubt anyone will think to come looking for me. Grab that. I feel like I'm never going to run out of that, but I'll take it anyway. And also, might as well use it. No, there's no reason to use it. No. But I know where I'm going. I recognise it now. Oh, there. Lightly jogging until I find my way. I don't think this is the way. Where was the hatch? Oh no, I've just passed it. It's over there. It's about somewhere. It wasn't upstairs. We hadn't gone upstairs at that point. There we go. I can't get the latch to the duct open. It's being held shut by a powerful force. Cameras reacting to it. Sync shots taken cameras. Photos identical to psychic photographs taken with the camera obscura can break seals blocking your access. Vertical, middle of the screen. Cool. Had something there among the pipes. One thing this game doesn't do that the last one did is you could pull forward and then back and forth and back, and it was funny, and they don't let you do it anymore. Got ourselves another key. Yeah, I know where it goes. It goes to the place we just came from. Little overkill. grab this film. Really? You shan't grab the film. Sorry. That was lies. Rory, get out of the way. Fuck. Cool. I'm curious as to how much Rory sees. Soiled note has been left here. Looks like it was left by the innkeeper. This place has gone from a tourist hotspot to a suicide hotspot, but I suppose that was always the case. This mountain and Jeff go together side by side. Mikomori was once known as the Grove of Shrine Maidens, a sacred grove where the mountain's maidens oversaw the deaths of the pilgrims, easing their passage to the other side. I like that. I envy it. I wish someone would be there to send me off. Who is that man who wrote this note? Maybe I'll find something upstairs.
Rui, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Ah, get off! Rude ghosts! Who's hanged? check the other side.
The sunset. It's so beautiful. The mountain looks like it's melting if I could melt into that sunset. If I could just melt away.
Sunset beckons, it's calling me into the water. This is the right thing to do. The window below is shattered. Did the man jump from here? Okay, but I can't hold any of those, so they're pointless. Maybe they should have limited the amount of times you could do that. This man staring at something. The room is charred. That man might have left something behind, but if he did, it would likely be hidden.
Looks like there was a fire. This must be where the innkeeper moved.
No, Rui. No, Rui.
Rui!
You've got time. You just have to run and grab him.
Rui! What's wrong? Is something there?
You leave Rui alone.
What were you doing? Can't you remember anything? Let's go home.
You cannot leave the mountain. Look,
That's the one thing I want to do.
you will dissolve into nothing.
And that's not... It's like the exact opposite of what I want. Oh, fuck. Woman dressed like a shrine maiden. She connected to the note I found. There's a note here. It seems to be singed a little by fire. The album of postmortem photographs was assembled by the folklorist who lived on the mountain. His name was Kaiji Watari. Became fascinated by the custom. Moved to Mount Akami to study how it spread. Sorry, the shouty thing is because he's been rained on. My father seemed to take on interest in these photos as well. Strange foreign customs always fascinated him. While he was running to the inn, he helped Watari collect postmortem photographs from the nearby town. On Mount Akami, the water itself is defiled. It seems Watari wanted to get a deeper understanding of this unique outlook, so he set up a house in the forest to experience it firsthand. He was greatly aided by my father, who had already set him up in the inn at that point. He remodeled it from an old unused shrine. I think he thought the extra religious heft would help attract more visitors. One day, the folklorist went missing. Several people formed a search party, but they was unable to find a trace. Even the road to his house seemed to have been lost to the woods. My father scoured the mountain too, but all he found was a photo album. He was soaking wet when he got back. I remember he was acting strangely. His eyes had a curious glint, almost as if he's been possessed by something. The next thing I knew, my father went missing as well. I'd forgotten the photos until I found them in the old building after the landslide, but now I understand my father left Watari too. These photos are so beautiful. A folklore, okay. The photo album left behind by the innkeeper was put together by the folklorist who lived on Mount Akami as Ren and Rui explored the inn and traced the spirits of the owner, Ghost Lord. Traitor lured Rui to suicide, then through the pouring rain, an ominous shrine maiden appeared. Ren and Rui left the mountain, more questions than when they started. There we go, that was a short one. We have ourselves a score, I'm going to confirm. And I think I'm going to end the stream here. I'm a little bit late, but interlude. Shadow reading. Yuri Kuzukata. But are we doing that now? Okay, I might not be able to end the stream now then. With Hisoka still missing, Yuri recalls that she witnessed on the mountain Fuyuhi taking her own life while entranced by the malevolent spirit. The bodies of the dead Triumph maidens washed up at the pool of purification. These disquieting images leave Yuri no doubt that Mount Hakami houses some kind of horrifying secret. Yuri takes the camera obscura she found on the mountain and begins searching for a token that will lead it to Hisoka. I didn't agree to play more, but the game says you'll play more. I feel like we had a system already, but...
There was no body, right? And you said... What was it? You said lots of women's bodies washed up afterwards? I think there have been reports saying something like that before. Oh, well. I'll see what I can find out tomorrow.
Interlude should be pretty quick, though. The only picture from the camera obscura that shows anything. Dark silhouette standing on what looks like a body of water. The other photos are no good, they're all black as if they were exposed to strong light. This doesn't tell me anything, there must be more clues in Hisoka's room. It's raining again. Kurosawa leaving a room. She'd like to sit at her desk. The Japanese style of the room helped her to de-stress. Door is locked. Camera obscura is reacting to it. Underneath a bed. Storeroom on the first floor. Nothing in there. Full-length mirror. I do want to check actually, sorry. Rain is pounding on the thin glass of window. This leads to the bathroom. Hey, what? If she's missing, how can you still be in her house?
Forgive me.
Who that? Colonel in uniform. Something in that room. Someone found on top of some luggage. Looks like a report on a shadow reading case, but most of it's been erased, making it difficult to read. Akari Narumi. Personal photo. Subject deceased, nothing I could do. It's been crumpled up so many times you can't make out the face. That's kind of weird. Yeah, there's 2 sets of stairs. I don't really know many houses that have 2 sets of stairs like that. Bookshelf is packed with thick tomes, which came from other antiques, being kept in the hope that we can sell them as well. Used to make a cup of coffee every day. Dark, rich, warm coffee was so comforting. Yeah, we've not listened to any spooky radio. It's a decoration. Tune doesn't work anymore. Just puts out white noise. Where the fuck's the storeroom? Must be that. Onto the bed, it's a small key. Soka's desk. Oh, now you tell me where to go. And more reading. Case closed. Miku Hinasaki. Lachi Layama. Ayama, personal photo disappeared searching for a missing brother, but was found. Mother of one, father unknown. Disappeared again 3 years later. Client is daughter's guardian. Search abandoned. Attempt of shadow reading several times with traces were too weak to follow. Suspect is alive, but a stronger token is required. It may be that the subject does not want to be found. Hinasaki. A warm but lonely expression. She looks like she might fade away at any moment. There's more pages in there. Sumugi Katashina, the family physician. Unstable family, tendency to blame herself for the strife with her half-sister, bears self-inflicted wounds. Strict family may be the cause. We'll ask the doctor for care after subject was counted. Well, can you do that? But a doctor, do the thing! Such abandoned, contacted by family, matter has been turned over to the police, been asked to drop the investigation. This Sumugi, face tinged with sadness, still missing, but the family's given up search. Case closed. Yuri Kuzukata, emotionally unstable, family lost in an accident, stopped going to school a few days ago, neighbours say she came home as normal. Claimed to see things people can't, now recovered, taken into custody safely, in my custody, believe close attention is necessary. Oh, that's the main character, isn't it? I'm Yuri. We'll look after her for a while. This is me. It's her. You know what I mean. Highly school graduation photo. Just look at that intense expression. I know how much I've changed since then. Still have a hard time looking in mirrors. Wish I went the place doesn't follow them. Okay, but I've got a key, most importantly. I don't know whose room this is. believe this is... okay, wrong room. Draw. More Haruka Momose. Contains photos of several sheets of paper. F. Himiko friends. Client the subject used to be cafe regulars. Group suicide report. Okay, this is from before. Quiet, gentle girl. Seems to be. Yeah, Haruka Momose. So she might be fine. We don't know that she's dead. Compared to her photo with the Fuhui, she has a somewhat dark expression. Miyu Hinasaki looks like someone else went missing on the mountain. We know. Went looking for a birth mother. Missing since subject's childhood. Uttered something about Mount Akami. According to a talent agent. Akant is very worried. It's supposed to be a psychic, yeah. Slender, elegant young woman. Yeah, that's me. Cassette tape from an answering machine. Label shows date and client's name. Kazuya Sakaki. Missing person. Soka mentioned this name before. Client friend Hojo, known to wander off, went incommunicado while gathering post-mortem photographs of Ren. His bad impression seems quite unlike Ren. Oh, he's bad boy. Look at that expression. I've never met him. There was a journal tucked away in the drawer. Looks like some notes relating to clients. With potential client, doesn't know whether the subject is alive or dead, says she maybe wandered off somewhere, maybe waiting to help, doesn't want to leave home in case subject doesn't come back. And so what I do like is like the sort of mini detective agency, so where there's lots of little cases and they're all connected, and that they all relate to the mountain. I like that rather than in 3, where it's just like, your dreams are all connected. I tripped up, said something I shouldn't have, asked what she'd do when we find her. She laughed and said, when she gets back, there are things I want to tell her. Her smile looked forced. She looked worn down by it all. I should mind my own business. I'm worried about leaving Yuri alone, but this one is urgent. No time to lose, I have to go. Father, let's missing person case took on. Yep, we've seen that photo before. We'll be able to track it down using the photograph as a token. We have an objective. Okay, I thought this was... Yeah. I thought we were on an intermission. Why did it just start the next level? I was not ready for the next level. I didn't buy any items or anything like that. I was going to take a break. Let me stop playing game. It might auto-save. Hang on, let's check. Does it auto-save? Okay, I think it autosaves. This is the wrong way, isn't it? That's the back. We'll find out. I'm not so sure. So if we teleport to the mountain, I'll leave it there. Soka, this time I'll be the one who save you. Using the camera obscura, Yuri found a number of missing person case files connected to Mount Hikami. She's now more determined than ever to head back to the mountain and find Hisoka. There we go. That's an excellent time to let you go, I think. We are 18% of the way through the episode, 14% for the ghost list, 21% all the way through the archive, and we have fucking loads of points. Do you buy a costume or something? Oh, hang on, who's the next quest? This would be Yuri. No, because I was just going to put on, like, someone else's costume. How much... Okay, the punk ensemble is actually really quick, really cheap, as is that, and I bet that's expensive. It's not, actually. I'm genuinely surprised. Okay, fair enough. I don't want to see the punk ensemble. Is it... Hang on, how much points do we have? Fucking loads. Yeah, we could be a punk. I was going to do that one. I was just going to go down the list. But we did just buy punk, so we'll be punk next. I'll probably buy them all since they're so cheap, but and he gets less stuff. Do we have a flower now? Okay. Sure. Okay. So if I load game, it's like that. Okay. Cool. Right. I'm going to let you go. I've been the Johnstruct. I've been having a fatal frame, Maiden of Blackwater adventure. That should be turned up. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Farewell.